These are mission-oriented investments. And what we should be asking ourselves today are, what are the future missions going to be, and how can government actually organize itself to think about things, whether it's climate change, the aging crisis, youth unemployment. These are the kind of missions that should be driving investments today. But by constantly telling government that it's the problem, what do we get? We get the poorer parts of the world, and by poor I don't just mean financial, I mean the ones that are really hurting right now. The Eurozone, the southern periphery of the Eurozone is part of this. I'm Italian, so I'm allowed to talk about this terrible word that Goldman Sachs used to describe the weaker countries in Europe, the pigs. This is not good. Luckily, there's that extra I there, right? So it's Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, and Spain. But to be honest, we're going to have to start adding lots of letters, because the narrative in Europe, but actually across the world, is that because it's public debt that's the problem, because it's state that's the problem, these countries, how do they get out of their dilemma? They should spend less. And then you look at these numbers here, actually lots of numbers here. I mean, we could put up education expenditure, we could put up training programs for human capital formation. This here just shows you gross R&D spending as a percentage of GDP. These are the low spenders. The weaker countries around the world that are suffering, that have suffered the most after the crisis, were not the countries that were spending the most. They were spending the least strategically. They also did not have mission-oriented public sector institutions. So in Germany, Greece is now supposed to become Germany through all these new reforms. Well, if it wants to become Germany, let's look at what Germany has. It has a public bank, the KfW, which I just showed you is counter-cyclical, is mission-oriented. They have Fraunhofer institutes, which are publicly funded with lots of money, producing science industry links. They are not only spending a lot on R&D, but also directing that R&D spending. All right, Greece, do that. No, we don't tell Greece that. We tell it, spend less, cut your education, cut your research, cut your health expenditures, cut your workers' wages because they're being paid too much.